Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. Wherever you are going to be watching me from, I say may God bless you all. It's me, your sister, your friend. I've come again with my little views and analysis. But before I start giving my views, I want to say thank you to you all for your support. This very video is supposed to be my normal video. But today, I decide just to do it on live. Today's view and analysis is a question that someone asked relating about my video. The first question is this, that why is it that I know so much? First of all, let me invite my friends. I know this time everybody must have been in a working place, but let me just invite in case anyone is around so that they can join. They will be giving opinion, question, and answer. For those of you that is asking question relating to my video, I am coming on live today so that any question you want to ask me, you can ask live and direct. So that is the purpose of doing this broadcast on live. Normally, I do video and post it. But today, I want to be coming on live to do this video so that those of you that is asking question, we have the opportunity to ask your question and answer. So I'm coming, guys. Just want to share hearts a little bit. Yeah, I'm back. As I was saying, that you said, who am I? How come do I know so much about the elements? Today, I talk with parable. Today, I want to throw more light about my video and the elements. As I said in one of my tips, that the mystic being is insignificant in the sight of men. You understand? I talk about elements. Someone, you are welcome. I talk about the elements. You see, in this earth we live, as I said in one of my videos too, that there are many things that live among we humans that ordinary eye cannot see. According to your question, and this is your answer, is that one that have a power that doesn't look for trouble? Is that one that give according to your heart? When she's giving, it did not look to physical. It give according to what you have in your heart. You understand? But in the midst of men, is insignificant. So, I believe that answers your question, because I can't go into detail more than that relating to your question. But my main reason of coming here today is another question. That is the the topic I put out there, that the worst thing that can happen to a man or a country or a people is to lose his identity. The question is this, is that what is the meaning of indoctrination? A brother asked. But I'm here live today to answer that question. I'm here live so that many people will contribute. So if you don't know what indoctrination means, this video is going to be very brief. If you don't know what indoctrination means, is that when, as a somebody, other person just come from nowhere and try to tell you that what you are seeing that is white, it will try to be telling you that that thing is red. It will convince you to see white thing as red. That is power of indoctrination. If someone comes to tell you that what you believe is bad and convince you to believe on his own belief, is indoctrination. I want to be using an instance or example that will sound so very confused to many people. Me as a person, if I want to indoctrinate you, I may come to you and say that wrapper that you are wearing, that they call star, that is not star. The drawing in that thing is not star, is yellow. Confusion. Indoctrination, another way to classify it, is confusion. Many people are confused today because of what they made them to believe, because they lost their identity. As a man, when you don't know who you are, it's very difficult for you to make it in life, because you don't know who you are, you don't know where you start from. But when you know who you are, you know what you start for. It's more easier for you to find a way. It's more easier for you to know where you are going. I believe in that video, I talk about the power behind indoctrination, that the Western world, what they know how to do better is indoctrination. I know the question is coming from there. But that video, I make it because of our children we are born in Europe. What happened in Africa society? Before the Western world come to Africa, we African people, we were believing in one thing: our gods, our forefathers, nature. You understand? They now come to tell us that those things we know as our God, as our forefather, is fetish, is bad. Try to give us what they believe is good for us to follow, like the way of the education. In Africa, before the coming of the Western world, Africa, we were learning things, but not this way of study. We have our way of resolving issue before in Africa, not this way of the Western. There are many things we are doing now in Africa that we did not do before. That is power of indoctrination. So as I'm explaining, I believe you will be understanding what indoctrination means. You understand? You will be following up. I come to our children in Europe. Most children we have in Europe, they are black in color. But the Western make them to believe that they are not the same with black in Africa. That they are not the same with their mother that give birth to them. That is the power of indoctrination. When I come to tell you, thank you for the love. When I come to you, I tell you that this man that they call your father is no longer your father. This is your father. I try to convince you to believe what I told you. I'm indoctrinating you. You understand? If I come that I tell you this your kind of dressing is bad, you have to dress this way, and I convince you to dress the way I want you to be dressing, is indoctrination. You understand? Many people are confused today because they lost their identity. When a man, the worst thing that can happen to a man in this life is to lose his whole identity, who he is. Because a man that lost his identity is just up and down. He doesn't know where he's going and where he's coming back. You understand? That is what the Western world, one of the things that the Western world does to us. We all go to church, but we are so confused with our life. You understand? Because that is not what we know. I believe in this second to this life I did yesterday, I talk about we should go back to what we know. We should go back to what we know, that what we know will go a long way helping us than what we don't know that they brought for us. They themselves, they are confused because they don't know where they get all this story from. But I'm not talking about this particular issue because of people that it may involve. Because these things are eaten so deep in African culture that when you want to talk about it, they call you Antichrist. Everybody believes that God exists. Even before the coming of the Western to Africa, the African know that God exists. They were serving God in their own way. Africa are so confused today because of the indoctrination. They indoctrinate Africa culture. They indoctrinate Africa way of life. That is why you see Africa today, there are a lot of chaos, a lot of problems, different God here and there. You understand? Even inside the Christianity, there is no peace. Because everybody wants to say his own is the best. So why not return to what you know? That is the power of indoctrination too. They indoctrinate our culture and brought Christianity to us. And start telling us that what we know before, what we were doing before, is not the right thing. This is what we're supposed to do. That is indoctrination. You understand? I don't want to call your name, but I know you will come across this video. I'm supposed to make this video as my usual way of answering you people, but I just decide to come on live. I come back early today, very early. I said, okay, let me come on live. I believe what I'm saying now is answering your question. The power of indoctrination. What indoctrinating someone mean? How to indoctrinate someone. making you to believe that something is real and that thing is not real, making you to believe in something that they give to you. Power of conviction. So is what the Western world does so much. Because I believe you come across that video for you to ask me that question, that what is the meaning of indoctrination, or how to indoctrinate someone. You understand? If I'm a Olokun worshiper, I try to impose it on you. It's indoctrination. It's making you to believe a different thing entirely from what you are. That is illusion. They create illusion for you. Any man that is living a life of illusion is always confused. That is why you see the African people, they are confused everywhere. They are confused because they don't know what is the truth. They don't know what is the lie, because a lot of things. You are welcome. I'm sorry I'm not seeing your comments if you comment. So that is why you see most of them are confused. If I will use people now, because I don't want to mention their name. Thank you for the like, for the love. If I have to mention people now that have this problem now, Don Manzin, if you want to come in, just write hello. I will bring you in. So, you see, these people, they are confused. They are confused because someone from nowhere give them a name and tell them that name belongs to them. Take away their identity and give them a name. Because of that name they give to them today, they are all confused about that name. Some will say they are that name. Thank you for the like. Some will say they are that name. Some will say they are not that name. So I don't want to measure them. We all from Nigeria know what I'm talking about. Because then their identity we are taking away from them to give them other identity. And the new identity that was given to them is causing them a lot of chaos. That is what indoctrination do. If I make you to believe something contrary to what you know, if I convince you to do what you don't know before, maybe you are a Christian before, I come to you, start telling you, look, being a Christian is very bad. Being a Christianity is not good. Come and be following me to serve this Olokun. Olokun is the best. Olokun is this. Then you now follow me to come and be serving Olokun. Why by Olokun is not your calling, but you want to come and follow me to serve Olokun because I tell you, the church you are going before is bad. I'm indoctrinating you. Or if I tell you, you are serving Olokun. Olokun is bad. Oh. Follow me to the church. Come and follow me serving God. That is indoctrination. When someone make you to believe that what you have is bad and to follow him or her to what he himself believe is good for you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You are welcome. So that is the power of indoctrination. So in that video, I talk about how the Western indoctrinate Africa with Christianity. I talk about how they indoctrinate our children that we give birth to in Europe, that if you are doing something with these children you give birth to in Europe, even though they have a black color, they know that you are their mother, but then we tell you, I'm not the same like you. That is indoctrination that make somebody to believe in what is not. If you make me to, this thing is white, you tell me no, it's not white, it's black, but I'm seeing it that it was white, and you start telling me it's black, it's black, it's black, then I now start seeing that thing, white thing that is black. You are indoctrinating me. That is the power of indoctrination. So, those of you that is aboard, I know it's few people. Many people are busy right now. Some of them in their working place. But I just want to do it this time, because it's the time I can do it. So, if you want to contribute, you can contribute. If you want to join, you can join. So I'm doing this live today to answer someone question. I supposed to do it as my normal video, but I just want to come on live to do it so that other people will contribute, so that it will not be like it's only me that have that idea to see people's opinion. The topic is the power of indoctrination. The worst thing that can happen to a man or a country or a people is to lose his identity. For those of you that is watching me now, if you did not see the write-up out there, the topic is the worst thing that can happen to a man or a country or a people is to lose his identity. If you lost your identity, you are nothing. If you don't know who you are nothing. If you don't know where you are coming from, you are nothing. You are lost. So any man that doesn't know who he is nothing man. He's a confused man. That is why in my other life, I said that we should go back to what we know. The white man custom is alien to us. It's alien to us. That is why anytime this big grammar and all is alien to us. That is why we are so confused in Africa. We are so confused. We are so confused because we are going into what we don't know. They endorse us into what we don't know. We should go back. I know as I'm saying it, it's not going to be an easy task to go back, to convince people again to go back to who we are. That strong personality we used to be. I know someone tell me in one of my videos that what we know before, the kings we are buying people for the sake of Facebook. We are buying people for sacrifice. And I ask him, how many people a king will buy? We buy for a year for sacrifice. And how many people has died because of this alien religion we embrace? He was looking at me. He was looking at me. He did not have any answer to what I was saying. So I said, tell me, how many people did they tell you that the African kings were buying for their sacrifice yearly? So you don't have answer to it. As many people don't have answer to many things that they think they believe on now. Because when you ask them question about what they believe on now, they will tell you they don't know. But they believe in it. You understand? That is why that last week I do this live video to ask, what is the difference between what you believe and what you know? Someone tell me he believe. No. If you believe means you are not sure. If you believe on something means you are not sure about that thing. That is why you believe. I believe he exists. I believe it's so. You believe, but you don't know him or her, but you just believe. So I say, go and watch the video very well. Sit down quietly in your silent time. Try to summarize what you just listened to. You know, most of us have a problem of listening. That is why I tell people that my video is not for everybody. It's only a few listening one. A good listener that can understand what I'm talking about. So if you want to understand my video, you must be a good listener. Someone with IQ. Someone that has sense of reason. Someone that doesn't reason equally with other people. There is difference between being a good reasoner, a free thinkers, or a good thinkers, and a popular thinkers, a popular opinion. Some people believe on a popular opinion because everybody is doing it. This is what everybody is following. Let me follow it. Not that they know that thing, not that they believe in it. So it happens to people that go to church. Many people go to church, not that they know that God they are calling. They don't know it. They go there because people are going there. It's a majority things. Let's follow it. Let's follow it. Because it's what the majorities follow. That is the reason many people go to church, not that they know that God they are serving. So we come to the indoctrination again. And in this life, I want to, you are welcome, Villa. You are welcome. In this video, I want to use this opportunity to wish the two great men that is completing years today to say happy birthday to you and to say long life and prosperity. Prince Ezomo, happy birthday to you. Long life and prosperity. And the other friend is Rose Barak. I say happy birthday to you too. Long life and prosperity. For those that I did not mention his name that is doing birthday today, although I've already wished you all happy birthday that Facebook bring to me. But I'm giving you people happy birthday, a special happy birthday from this live today. Happy birthday to you all. For you that is just coming, in case you did not see the write-up out there, is the worst thing that can happen to a man is to lose his identity. That can happen to a people. That can happen to a society. That can happen to anybody is to lose his identity. Many people lost their identity. They don't know who they are. That is the question. The video today is supposed to be my normal video, but I just want to do it on live. I know many people is not around that, but people will come across it. That was the question, that how did they indoctrinate someone? So indoctrination come in a different way. In video where the question come from is where I say the Western world, what they do best is to indoctrinate. Another way to call indoctrination, you can say manipulate. What they know how to do very well is to manipulate people. They can manipulate you to believe on what you are not. To tell you what you know before is not good. It's manipulation, it's indoctrination. That is what they do to Africa. They manipulate Africa. There is that video I said that the worst thing the Western world done to Africa people is not the slave trade. Someone were asking me why. The worst thing the Africa people is passing through right now is anti-personality. They don't know who they are. You understand? If you don't know who you are, you will never know where you are going. From your beginning, you start looking for the end. So that is why you see many of us, we are in the middle. We will not go front, we will not go back, because we don't know who we are. It's not only Western world that manipulates. Africa to Africa, they can manipulate you. Brother and sister, they can manipulate each other just to succeed with their selfish end. You understand? When you go close to many people that will not be measuring for security purpose, you will see that what they believe, they do not believe in it. When you become opportune to be closer to them, you will see that they are greedy. They are devilish. You understand? They are devilish. What they are preaching is just here. You understand? That is manipulating people for your selfish purpose. Because what they are preaching, they don't know it. They only believe on it. So that is what indoctrination do. That is the meaning of indoctrination. As you are coming aboard, give all love and like. And as you are there watching, I also need your opinion. I want you to tell me what you think or what you understand. The question is, what is the meaning of indoctrination? So I also want you that is looking at me there now to tell me, what did you understand about indoctrination? What is your take? So, as I'm talking, I believe you are watching me. You are getting what indoctrination means. The Western world indoctrinates Africa. They do it with force by imposing their language on us. That's indoctrination. By imposing their way of education on us is indoctrination. By imposing their belief on us is indoctrination. Because those things, they impose it on us. They impose their power on us. Even till now, they are still imposing their power on us. They want to take charge. They want to manipulate us to take charge. You understand? Because in the past, they come with violence and those things. But now, they don't want to come to Africa again with violence. They want to manipulate. Do you think all these our presidents, our governor, all these people that is dancing to their tune, they just want to, they are making them to believe what is not existing. Before these people they are working with now, we understand what happened to them. It will be too late. That is what happened in the past. In the past, when they come to Africa, they come that they want to trade with the African people. They were trading with palm oil, trading with cover, with all these things in Africa. But they see that those things, they are no longer satisfied with those things. They go beyond trading with palm oil and all those things. They go beyond that and start trading with human beings. They start trading with human beings. They convince all these our forefathers. They convince them, they manipulate them. Because of greed and money, the root of all evil, those who are not dance to their tune start selling their brother, their sisters, their friends. So they start selling it. And later, they say that selling of human being is not longer okay, sufficient for them. They go beyond that and say, okay, let us take over. Before the African people will see that, we made mistake by accepting these people at the first time, it was too late. You understand? It was too late. Before our ancestors now recover that, we make a very big mistake by accepting these people to trade with us. It was too late. You understand? So that is the power of indoctrination. That is the power of manipulation. And that power of indoctrination and manipulation, they are still using it till date. When Africa realized that they made a mistake by trading with them, the Western said that there was no retreat. It's do or die. They start killing them. They start fighting with them. They start submitting them. You understand? It's what is still going to happen now. These people that is coming, manipulating here and there. Don't worry, we are going to be there. We are going to do this. We are going to make you. We are going to build this. We are going to do that. Africa is happy now, accepting them again, receiving them again to Africa. Before Africa will know it now, those things that they say they want to do in Africa will not be sufficient for them again. They will be looking for more. When Africa will say no, when Africa will say no, we don't agree, that is where you will see the true color of the new colonial masters. What they are doing now, they are indoctrinating them, manipulating them, try to make things more beautiful, more okay the way they are seeing it. Because they know that when they come with violence, Africa is not going to receive them. But they come as a savior. As I say in one of my videos, that you, as a Western country, you are going to Africa to help Africa people, as they said, to build infrastructure for Africa, to make things easy for the African people. But Africa, why Africa have not sat down to ask them, did Africa in your country okay? Because I just do this video not quite long, talking about things like this. That the African people don't be so happy that you see a savior. There is no savior coming from anywhere to save Africa from anybody. They are all, the big snake and the small snake that is coming to Africa now, they are all looking for their selfish hand. But although the big snake that come before, they come in a different way. But the small snake that is coming now, they are still coming in form of a savior, in form of a helper. The first snake that come to Africa come as if they want to trade. But these ones are coming now as a savior. But both of them, the big snake and the small snake, they all have the same venom flowing through their vein. A snake can never began a rat. A snake began a snake. So they are all snake. They have the same venom. And this small snake that is coming out, the African people is embracing. It will get a time that they will bring their own venom out, as the big snake before bring their own venom out. You understand? Africa should be careful, because by now, especially those that say they acquire the Western education, you that think that you acquire the Western education, they only teach you what they want you to know. It's a programming. You understand? It's a programming. The Western people will never allow you to know what they know. If the Western people is going to help you, you are coming to obtain PhD, you are coming to study in Europe. Why the Western world did not teach you how to at least do your own technology? Have you seen anyone that come here to obtain degree, went back to Africa to do a great thing? No. When you come here to study, they prepare their own subjects in the class. They know what they are going to teach you. You know what they want you to know. The education they give to Africa, even in Africa, or people that come here, has a limit. If you are opportune to see beyond your very physical eye, you will see the education they give to the Africa people have a limit. You know what you know. When you come to study in their own country, you will know what they want you to know, not what you are supposed to know. You understand? Because if you know what they know, that means you are better than them. You will be more better than them. That is why they will always want you to be under them, and they will teach you what they believe you should know. If they teach you what they know, have you seen anybody that's studying in Europe that they will say happy is studying in London, studying in America, studying in. When you go back to Africa, tell me one thing that will shows that is studying in Western world. It cannot manufacture even matches, the education he acquire. He cannot use it for anything practical. No, he can't use it for anything practical. That means that education you come to Western world to study is of no use. Our forefathers did not come to Western world where they were manufacture things. I can remember Abba made everywhere before. They did not come to Western world to start doing all these things. Our Igun people in Benin, they did not come to Western world to start creating that artifacts they were creating, that they are still creating. They did not come to learning in Western world. That making you to believe that when you come and study in Western world, you have the highest degree. That no. It's only people that does have a low brain that will look at you. You study in Western world. In Africa, we don't have a good doctor. When we see, apart from the facility we have in Africa in the hospital, when someone is sick, really sick, he still have to come to Western world to treat himself. Those facility, people that come to study doctor, engineer in Western world, why can't them exhibit those things in Africa? You will see them come back from Europe from their study. You will see them breaking grammar. Did you know I studied my PhD in America, you stop? What else? After the English they are speaking, they have nothing to talk about. They have nothing to prove their education in Western world. That is just simply because the Western world made them to know what they want them to know. Why is it that by now Africa cannot produce a car? The engineers that come to Europe to study, why is it now they cannot produce a car? Why is it now we still depend on them in every technology we are looking for? This very Facebook we are using now, why can't one Nigeria person come to Nigeria and invent things like this that come to study in Europe? I'm studying in Europe. I studied this. So what did you take home in your study? Nothing. Nothing. You will see them coming back, breaking grammar, but nothing to write home about. It was okay, study. Highest, most of them can come and be doing in Africa, maybe lecturing people. You understand? Western world, Africa, America, or Russia, or whatsoever, then then they give Africa people what they want them to know. You understand? Because that supremacy is there. When you know what they know, that means you are equal like them. So there is no way they want Africa people to come and be equal with the Western world. So they are going to give you what will make you to be more inferior. You understand? So, viewers, I believe what I'm explaining about indoctrination, you understand what that word means. Indoctrination. How we were indoctrinated in the past and how they are still indoctrinating us. How we were manipulated in the past and they are still manipulating us now. You understand? That is the power of indoctrination. They indoctrinate us to depend on them in everything so that they can still be controlling us. Because if they give us independence, that is quite clear. 1960, Nigeria have independence. Fine. Do we really have independence? No. Because everything we do, we depend on them. You understand? So, election of Nigeria, anything we are doing in Nigeria, we just do it, we participate for people to see, okay, Nigeria people, but people that have the final say on what happened in Nigeria is the Western world. Why is it like that? Because our leader, they have manipulated our leader to believe that it's them that has the final say. That anybody that the Western world did not support will not go anywhere. So that is why you see all these hungry lion, hungry things in Africa that want to become anything in Africa. You see them dancing with all this Western world. They promise them heaven and earth. They back them up. They give them everything we're supposed to lose as an African. So that is the power of indoctrination. They are not using violence now. They are manipulating us again. They manipulate us in the past. Later they fight with us. They abuse us physically. But now they are manipulating us so that we can depend on them totally. We depend on them in everything. You understand? So that is what that word means. You that ask me what is the meaning of indoctrination. Indoctrination is to make someone to believe in a different thing entirely that doesn't exist, as they do with Africa. Oh God. As they do with Africa people. Don't mind my son. He's just shaking hands there. So, as they do with Africa people, that is why that video, I said we should go back to what we know. It's not what we believe. So what we believe is what is going to take us to another doom. Again, in Africa, a snake is a snake. So our former colonial master, the new colonial master, they are the same. So they come in peace now. But if they did not get what they want, they are going to use violence. That is what happened in the past. So that is indoctrination. If you make someone to believe on you, make someone to depend on you is indoctrination. So I can see that no one wants to contribute. As I said, that this is just like my normal video, but I just want to come and do it on live. This video was based on a question a brother asked relating to my other video, that what is the meaning of indoctrination. That is why that topic were put out there, that a man or a woman that lost his fruits is nobody. Anybody that doesn't know where he's coming from is a lost person. Is the worst thing that can happen to a man or a woman to lose his identity. So viewers, this is where I'm going to end this video today. I believe this my analysis answer your question and clear your doubts about the meaning of indoctrination. I'm still going to come back on Thursday as I promised. Stay blessed till I come back again with another views and analysis. I say may God bless you all. I still remain your sister, your friend.